week we bring you action from the Lee Strand and Red Mills finals, plus the semi-finals of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks. News about a new sponsorship deal for Cork, but first the William Hill English Derby and news of Premier Fantasy. We saw the dreams of Seamus Graham cruelly dashed last week in the semi-finals of the William Hill Greyhound Derby as Premier Fantasy sustained multiple fractures to the hock, which tragically ended his promising racing career.
I knew it was the worst. I knew that his hock was gone because I was only very close to the dog when the incident took place, and I knew he was finished for racing.
And were you happy with the treatment then that Premier Fantasy received at the track?
Very pleased. Yeah, they were very helpful and has been very helpful since. They have shown great interest in him.
And why did you decide to return so quickly to Ireland then?
Well, I wanted to get him back to Brian, my vet here, who had looked after him all his racing career, and I felt he was the man to do the job. Well, you see him this morning and he looks quite well. Brian has minded him really well, and I've seen the job, X-rays at the job, and he seems to have done a great job on him.
The dog is coping very well. He recovered very well from the anaesthetic. Within an hour of the surgery being finished, he was eating up, he cleaned up his bowl. He's a very happy dog, he does everything right. He's becoming a pet around here, and I have no doubt that he'll cope very well.
He's gone to stud straight away, well, within the next couple of weeks, and that'll be his career then. And from the inquiries about him at the moment, it's going to be a very busy life.
All of us at Greyhound View wish Premier Fantasy a speedy recovery. We now head over to Wimbledon for the Derby final. Here's Michael.
Big crowd here at Wimbledon, a huge crowd of Irish too. Unfortunately, Premier Fantasy is not a runner, but Droopy Scolds is in there. Ryan Cruz Seagull, he's the favourite, but all 6 runners, they're Irish bred. Promises to be a great night here. Let's catch up on the action in the William Hill English Derby final.
For the William Hill 2004 Greyhound Derby final, stand by for the Derby Roar, the action described as ever by Errol Blythe.
Starlers check them over. He waves their flag. The roar's up. 30 seconds. We'll know who wins the very first £100,000 William Hill Greyhound Derby final. The trap's open, we're off and running, and 3 Droopy Skulls got a good start, but here comes Tim's Crow. Tim's Crow leads around the first bend ahead of Fire High Dan. Droopy Skulls on his shoulder. After these comes Big Freeze. They head down the far side, and still Tim's Crow leads them. Leads by 2.5 lengths from Droopy Skulls. The main challenger now, but forced to check. After these comes Big Freeze staying on. They come round the final bend. It's Tim's Crow and Droopy Skulls. Big Freeze is finishing strongly, but it's Droopy Skulls to go on and score. It's one for Ireland and Ian Riley, Kate Carroll and Brian Peters. Droopy Skulls comes from off the pace to win the 2004 William Hill Greyhound Derby final. And what a treasure that must mean to young Ian Riley. There he is at the pickup. Oh, what a wonderful time he will have in this forthcoming evening. Oh, what a great result for the Irish as well, with Droopy Skulls and Droopy's Cahill winning earlier this evening. The Irish land this year's Greyhound Derby, and in style as well. Returned at 7-2 as we take a look at the action again. Tim's Crow broke okay, the early pace was there, it went round in front. Coming round in second place, Fire High Dan on the inside. Towards the rear, Ryan Crucigal was overawed by the whole atmosphere of the night. Trap 2, Ballymac Kuel taken off its feet down the far side. Big Freeze, the big finisher, coming with a run inside the closing stages. Droopy Skulls didn't get a clear run at the third bend, had to check out wide and finished so strongly around this final bend. One eye on Big Freeze coming with a big run. Not too far away, Ryan Crucigal as well, coming with a strong run inside the closing stages, but Droopy Skulls wins from Big Freeze.
Very good, unbelievable. It was hard to believe it, actually. It was like a bit of a dream there for a minute. I just floated. I think I My feet left the ground. Super. Delighted for all. Kate Carroll, Danny Riley, Ian Riley, one of the best young trainers going. Unbelievable. He's put some work into it. It's super to see it.
24 hours later, we caught up with the victorious Ian Riley as he returned to his family in Navan. Ian has been in Wimbledon for the past 6 weeks with his team.
Hello. Hello.
All the hard work paid off as Droopy Skulls came home triumphant, with Droopy's Cahill, who also performed with distinction, winning the consolation event.
Yeah, the travel well. We obviously left Essex, London this morning at 9 o'clock and just in the door now at 9 o'clock again. So he travelled well the whole way down and got the Holyhead and took them out there. They seemed to be fresh this evening actually. They were happy enough, yeah. He was tired, he was very tired this morning, Skulls. He's had a long campaign now, a long 6 weeks, and he had a bad preparation for the final as well. Between all the treatment he was getting and that, it wasn't ideal, you know, up and down the road to see vets and that. So yeah, hopefully they'll give him a nice break and freshen him up. Out on parade, I knew the dog was going to run well. He was absolutely brilliant on parade. He was perfect, like no nerves or nothing. All he wanted to do was just get going. He was looking down the traps the whole time. He wasn't looking at the crowd or nothing, you know. He was definitely focused, you know. So he gave me great confidence looking at him, you know. He trapped the best he's trapped in the Derby. Still hasn't been trapping like he did in Shelburne. That was the best he's trapped so far in Wimbledon. He on the run up, I seen him getting a good run up anyway. He seemed to clear 1 and 2, and then one come up his inside at the bend. And once there was no trouble going around the first two, I knew we had a great chance because I seen 6 on the outside in front and down the back straight. I seen him running by one, and I knew if he didn't go up the inside of 6 at the third bend, we had a serious chance. And he just ran well. He switched outside. He's a very clever dog. He switched outside, and I knew up the home straight he could do it, you know. It's a different ball game over there, going over and taking them on there, and like it's the setup, everything's so different. Like the 3 runs in the week, the run round to the pickup, nearly 800 or 700-800 yards altogether. You know, that was a lot. Like, and once you survive that week, you had a great chance in the final. You know, been away 6 weeks, which is it's a long, especially when you have a young family and that. Like and you missed a big time. You know, it's kind of made it all worthwhile now that we've won it. You know, but it is a long haul, and you kind of really want to be getting results to do it. It's a dream come true, no doubt whatsoever. We have to try and want to get him 100% sound. He's definitely not, even last night, he's run well, but not to the full of his ability. He was about 90% last night, so give him about a month off, 5 weeks, and get plenty of treatment into him again and get him sound. And Irish Derby, Paddy Power Irish Derby.
Last week, Cork company Cashman's Bookmakers announced a record €210,000 3-year sponsorship deal for the Irish Laurels Classic that will take place on October the 30th at Curraheen Park in Cork City.
It's the only classic been run in Cork over the years, so it's a huge event down here obviously and always has been, and for Greyhound owners in Munster in particular, and in the last couple of years they've come from all over Ireland, so it is a huge event, and we're thrilled about that, you know. It's a testament to the Greyhound industry, I suppose, the way it's developed over the last couple of years, that it's a new side of the game people want, and you know, the entertainment side of it is brought a whole new breed of people into the game, and family entertainment as well, and it's been fantastic. Liam Cashman has been a great supporter of Greyhound racing in Cork for many, many years, and he sponsored the Laurels a number of years ago as well in the old Western Road circuit, so we're thrilled to see Liam back sponsoring it. His drive and enthusiasm will be a huge factor in keeping the Laurels up there in the forefront of Greyhound racing in Ireland.
A launch on this level is slightly new, but we were involved in the Laurels from in the 70s and early 80s, and we're delighted to be back on board once more. It's the only classic open to dogs of all ages and genders. It's open to dogs from every corner of Ireland, and we're hoping to attract dogs from every corner of Ireland. The total prize fund is 70,000. The winner gets 35,000, run up 10,000, 35,000, and pro rata as they go down now. We also have a consolation final for dogs beaten in the semi-finals, and we have a silver consolation for dogs beaten at the quarter-final stage, which is a new addition. So that's we try to cater for every dog. We're more than looking forward to it. We're thrilled to be involved and can't come quick enough.
Let's have a look at the fixtures now, and on Friday at Harold's Cross it's the Cool Performance Puppy 525 final, as well as the first round of the Peggy Kelly Island Bridge Sprint. On to Saturday at Shelburne Park, it's the Olympic Bee Puppy Oaks final. At Limerick, it's the first round of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St Leger. And at Cork, it's the Macroom Motor Services Stake final. Also at Lifford, it's the first round of the Lawrence Crossan Memorial 600. For quick and concise information on Greyhound form, upcoming fixtures and a multitude of data, visit the Irish Greyhound website at www.igb.ie. Irish weekend's action got off to a flying start in Tralee with the final of the Lee Strand 550 sweepstake being run on Friday night. There was €10,000 to the winner, so it promised to be an intriguing contest.
It's the big one of the year here at the Kingdom Greyhound Stadium in Tralee, the final of the Lee Strand 550 sweepstake. And the dogs are on parade for our final. And the first one we see in the red jacket is Safe Honcho, owned and trained in Milltown by William O'Shea. This one a son of Top Honcho and Hawthorne Scent, a likely outsider. In the blue jacket, it's Lynx Effect for Seamus Byrne in Enniscorthy and trained for him by Johnny Kavanagh, a son of Metric Prince and Aqueduct Hesta. Now we have Deerfield Side for Father Brian Dalton in Florida. The trainer is Mossy O'Connor. This one has won 3 of its 4 starts. It won last weekend in 29.86, a son of Tom's the Best and Malbay Swift. In the black jacket, it's Sinon Noah, owned and trained in Cashel by Maria Carew, a son of Droopy Smerson and Sinon Blossom. In the orange jacket for Tipperary, it's Tony Hogan's Brenda's Breeze. The trainer here, Stephen Burke, the first of 2 runners for him, a son of Roanoke and Hidden Breeze. And finally in the stripes, it's Mustang Oki for Sean Burke and Pat Ryan in Clonmel. And again, the trainer is Stephen Burke. This one has won 5 of its 8 starts and really is in there with an outstanding chance. A string of great wins here in Tralee, a son of Roanoke and Pony Nikita. €10,000 for the winning connections. The Lee Strand 550 final. Mustang Oki is not out well, but breaks away smartly now from halfway down the opening straight, and Mustang Oki is well clear. Look at this, Mustang Oki is well clear. Lynx Effect is in second. Deerfield Side has it all to do, the favourite, but Mustang Oki first. Stephen Burke is flying. Here he is between the closing 2 pens. Hard to stop at this stage. He's 6 lengths clear from Deerfield Side, who's beginning to make up ground. Mustang Oki from Deerfield Side. Mustang Oki's going to win it. Deerfield Side is second. Lynx Effect is third. The final of the Lee Strand 550 sweepstake has resulted with a great win here for Mustang Oki. Second, Deerfield Side, and third, Lynx Effect. The time 29.83.
Yeah, man, he flew out tonight, and once he flew out, Mossy's dog, my other dog, turned left out of the boxes, which gave us a little bit of a help, and Mossy's dog found a bit of trouble, and once we were clear, it was going to take a real effort for Mossy's dog to Deerfield to pick us up, but luckily enough, he held on anyway, and he's a good little dog, good early pace, very, very genuine, you know. He's from good stock. Bred by PJ Keane here in Tralee, local, and owned by Pat Ryan, and he's a half-brother cool performance. The breed has been very, very good to us in particular now, and by Roanoke as well. You know, they're very, very genuine dogs and they're good starters, and that's probably the key to tonight, really. He actually came in with no wins whatsoever from Dundalk, so I think he's actually gone, 6 in a row now. So yeah, he's a very genuine dog. Seems to be improving a bit all the time, and couldn't have done it without a lot of help from my right-hand man, Maurice Mullaney, who's done an awful lot to help me lately. So it's great. It's a great win for us. We'll have a chat with the owner, and I'd say maybe we'll have a look, maybe the Cox Cup, maybe Longford Derby, and then we'll see where we go from there. Maybe the Irish Derby, but we've a bit to go yet.
Well, I felt where he was drawn, the race was made for him, because the 5 dog, which Stephen trained as well, was a railer. So obviously when the traps opened, the 5 moved in and gave him a great run. But I mean, he has to mind his pace. We changed the seating after the first round, and it's worked great in our favour. A great run in the night, and I think it was the fastest run ever. Yeah, I've been coming here for years. I was second here one year to Jerry McKenna about 15 years ago or so. But I'm delighted for Paddy as well, because we struck up a relationship in London about 10 years ago, and you know, we've had partnerships ever since, and we've been successful. So I'm delighted we've won it down here in Paddy's hometown.
It was against the backdrop of the picturesque city of Waterford that the final of the 2004 Red Mills Guineas was run on Saturday night.
And the runners now on parade for the final of the 2004 Red Mills Guineas. In one legal moment, the sole bitch in the lineup, trained by Pat Buckley for Anne Buckley, a daughter of judicial pride in Legal Jan. She's one of the fastest in training. She has 21 wins from 34 starts. Into Bucky Burglar, a hugely consistent tracker, trained by Paul Hennessy for Nicky Kenny and June Judd, a son of Come On Ranger and Quair Duchess. He's a 5-2 chance. In 3, Frightened Pig, a very versatile performer, a top hurdler, owned and trained by Irene Clifford, a son of Fly Frightened Miss Piggy, but he's a big outsider at 33-1. 4 is Bohort of Flight, a real class act, trained by Owen McKenna for Salvador Drohan and Sheila Drohan. This is son of He Knows and Travelling Light. He's won 9 from 20. He's the favourite at 2s. In 5, Valentia Sightrade, a powerhouse, trained by Francis O'Donnell for Morris Jackson and Tom Smith, a local favourite. This is the son of Larkle Joe and Illard Sightrade. He has huge pace from the second bend. And in 6, we have Dalcash Hotshot, trained by Stephen Burke for the Ashtown Syndicate in Wexford, a son of Staples Joe and Dalcash Viva. He has big pace and he's well drawn. He's a 4-to-1 chance. And the runners now in traps for the final of the Red Mills Guineas. The favourite in trap 4, Bohort of Flight. The hare coming up behind the boxes, and away they go. Bohort of Flight off to a decent start, but it's number 3, Frightened Pig. The versatile performer leads into the bend, but now number 2 getting up there, Bucky Burglar. Oh, an awful pile-up. Number 1, Legal Moment, has been left in front from Bohort of Flight, but look at Valentia Sightrade. He normally comes home like a train. Into the third bend is Legal Moment, Bohort of Flight, and on the outside, Valentia Sightrade ready to pounce. It's Legal Moment and Valentia Sightrade. Bohort of Flight now dropping away. Bucky Burglar making ground in 4th, but out front, Legal Moment and Valentia Sightrade. Here comes Valentia Sightrade on the outside, Legal Moment on the inside, but Valentia Sightrade gets there in a thrilling finish. What a race that was. The Red Mills Guineas for 2004 going to Valentia Sightrade. And a hugely popular success for Valentia Sightrade in the Red Mills Guineas for 2004. Second number 1, Legal Moment. Third number 4, Bohort of Light. The winning time, 28.88.
He broke well from traps, went up to the bend. Well, he got a bad bump on the bend. One bitch was in front down the back straight, Legal Moment, very good strong running bitch. I thought we mightn't pick her up, but coming off the last bend he was running on very strong, giving him a good old shot. He just got there and so we're delighted. As everyone knows, he's a half brother to the Late Show, who was superstar. Everyone knows about him, and our lad, he's similar style. 5-5 tonight now, a little bit short to the bend from him. He gets into a little bit of trouble on the corner. A longer run down to the bend suits him, but coming home he's very strong.
When he went in and Legal Moment was in front of him and bored off and good dogs going up in front of him, I said he'll have it all to do to pick them off, and he did. He worked hard, but he got there. He's a strong running dog. He took a fierce trump at the first bend again tonight. Francis is a tremendous trainer. I'm delighted to have the dog with her, and Matt is such a back-up to her. I mean, look at the back-up she has. What other team has it?
Shelbourne Park was buzzing on Saturday night as the semi-finals of the 2004 Olympic B Puppy Oaks got underway.
Here now on the way for the opening semi-final of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks. In 1, Greg's Echo. Trap 2, Ballymac Floss. In 3, Graceland's Misty. 4 is Graceland's Pixie. In 5, Blakeville Lass. And 6, High Dash, the favourite, racing in the blue jacket. That's Ballymac Floss. The hare up behind traps, and away they go. And first to show is trap number 2, Ballymac Floss. Number 5, though, cutting inwards. Blakeville Lass into the bend. Number 2, Ballymac Floss. Now number 1, Greg's Echo moves to the front. Back in third spot now, number 4, Graceland's Pixie showing big dash and challenging down the far side. Number 4, Graceland's Pixie goes to the front. Number 1, Greg's Echo and chase. Then comes number 2, Ballymac Floss, who's putting in a big challenge once again. But 4, Graceland's Pixie. She won in 28.45 last week. Number 2, Ballymac Floss gives chase. Then number 1, Greg's Echo, but around the final corner, it's Graceland's Pixie. Here comes number 2, Ballymac Floss, coming to the line, desperately close. But number 4, Graceland's Pixie, just holding on perhaps. Number 2, Ballymac Floss, came with a rattle. Running on in third, I think, was number 3, Graceland's Pixie. It's close for first and second, and third and fourth. 28.77, the winning time. Well, what a race the opening semi-final of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks turned out to be. Number 2, Ballymac Floss, getting up in the very last stride to beat number 4, Graceland's Pixie. In third, number 3, Graceland's Misty. The winning time, 28.77. On now to the second semi-final of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks. The runners in 1, Side Saga. 2, Rathmartin Joy. In 3, Graceland's Flow. In 4, Francis Zidane. 5, Balerno Beauty. 6, Vesuvius. The favourite in the white or red jacket, Side Saga. The hare up behind traps, and away they go. And first to show is number 3, Graceland's Flow. She flew to the turn. Leads up from number 2, Rathmartin Joy. Back in third spot is number 1, Side Saga. But around the second bend, and number 3, Graceland's Flow, setting a blistering gallop. Number 2, Rathmartin Joy gives chase. Then comes number 1, Side Saga, but down into the third bend. And number 3, Graceland's Flow continues to lead. Number 2, Rathmartin Joy is trying to close in second. Side Saga trying to hold Vesuvius for third, but out front, number 3, Graceland's Flow looks a likely winner, turning into the home straight. Number 3, Graceland's Flow, a trap-to-line winner in emphatic fashion. Second, number 2, Rathmartin Joy. Third, number 6, Vesuvius. The winning time, a very fast 28.50. And the result of the second semi-final of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks. Number 3, Graceland's Flow, winning in fine fashion. Second, number 2, Rathmartin Joy. And third, Vesuvius. 28.50 was the winning time. The trap draw for the final of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks was made by Ruth Rogers following the second semi-final and has resulted as follows. In 1, Graceland's Flow. Trap 2 is Ballymac Floss. In 3, Graceland's Misty. In 4, Graceland's Pixie. In 5, Rathmartin Joy. And in Trap 6, Vesuvius.
The final of the Red Mills Racer Champion Unrace Stake was held in Kilkenny on Sunday night. There was a great lineup as they battled for the €6,000 purse.
Well, the runners now on parade for the final of the Red Mills Racer Champion on Race Stake here at Kilkenny. In 1, Lemon All-Star, trained by Martin Lahey for Anne Dowling. This is the son of Moyne Rebel, and Lemon Holly. He's won 2 of 3, and he's a 5-to-1 chance. In 2, the favourite, He Said So, owned and trained by Jim Hennessy. This is a very well-bred son of Top Honcho and You Said So. He's also won 2 from 3. He's the 6-to-4 favourite. In 3, Ballyhoe Patriot, owned and trained by Patrick McCarthy. This is a son of Top Honcho and Ballyhoe Pivotal. He's the 5-to-2 second favourite. In 4, Gimme a Clue, owned and trained by the Don't Know Syndicate in Ballyraggett, a son of Moyne Rebel and Fast Slipaway, the outsider of the field at 20-to-1. In 5 is the JJ Delaney, owned and trained B Spice. This is the son of Droopy Vieri, and behold, he's a 9-to-1 chance. He's yet to win a race. And finally in 6, the hugely fast Tyrone Jim, trained by Paul Hennessy for PJ Fahey. This is a son of Stickbridge Joe and Pinhead. He's a 7-to-2 chance. Well, the hare now well on the way for this final. The favourite in Trap 2, He Said So. The hare now coming up behind the traps. And away they go. He Said So off to a flyer. He already leads. Number 3 though, Ballyhoe Pivotal is challenging. Into the corner though, number 2, He Said So. The favourite leads round, gets clipped there, but maintains his lead. Now number 5, B Spice slipping through in second, but number 2, He Said So, the 6-to-4 favourite, is going clear down the far side. Number 5, B Spice gives chase. Then comes 4, Give Me a Clue, but out front, it's number 2, He Said So. He's going further and further clear. This been turned into a procession by number 2, the 6-to-4 favourite, He Said So. He wins in style. In second, number 5, B Spice. Third, number 4, Give Me a Clue. And the result of the final of the Red Mills Racer Champion on Race Stake, the winner in magnificent fashion. Number 2, He Said So. Second, number 5, B Spice. Third, number 4, Give Me a Clue. The winning time, a slick 28.86.
When he broke, I knew he wouldn't be beaten. And when he came to the second bend, he showed unreal pace. And he proved it. He's a very good pup. And to break 28.85, or to do 28.85 in Kilkenny for a November pup is a super run. He's by Top Honcho out of You Say So. She was Sprint Bitch of the Year. When I looked to buy the pup, I see the mother break the track record in Limerick. And I was fortunate that Michael O'Donovan from Cashel sold me the pup. He is one of a super litter. I think there's better ones running than him, but they have to meet yet, and that'll be proved.
Next week we'll bring you the finals of the Cool Performance Puppy 525 and the Olympic B Puppy Oaks, plus the semi-finals of the Macroom Motor Service Stake from Cork.